Hey guys, Chris from Provo Beast Audio Installation, and today we're unboxing this radio wiring harness adapter for select Subaru vehicles. This is the Crux SWRSU-38B. This allows you to install an aftermarket radio to select 2008 to 2015 Subaru vehicles. What's cool about this harness, it also retains your steering wheel volume controls. Now what we're going to do in this video is get this box all pulled apart and show you everything that it comes with. Let's get started. Now before we jump into the box, it does fit these Subaru applications from Foresters, Imprezas, Legacies, Outbacks, and Crosstreks. It also does include the WRX STI models as well. Shows the supported radios down here at the bottom, and if you want to specifically see if this fits your year, make, and model, or if you have more questions about it, always head over to cruxinterfacing.com. They have great information on how to plan your install. Alright, so here in the box, as we get this pulled apart, it does come with a wiring instruction manual here, just a single pager. Comes with your harness itself. This plugs into the factory plug in your Subaru, so you don't have to cut or modify any of the wiring, which is super nice. It has wire ends here, where essentially these wire ends will wire into your selected radio that's supported by this harness. Color for color essentially here. This end is your factory ground. Will go into your factory ground for your Subaru. And this is your plug for your steering wheel volume controls. So this end will plug into the module. Now this is your volume control harness here. Essentially this end will plug into your module right there. And this one will plug into most aftermarket radios that have a WR 3.5mm jack input. Or if you don't, you have the Kenwood JVC version of it as well. Now on your brain box you have some dip switches, which we'll cover here in a minute, but essentially this helps us identify the type of radio that you'll be installing. Now besides the harness itself, let's take a quick look at our instructions. Now this instruction manual basically covers all the details you'll need to install your radio. Big things up here, keeps your factory features with your new radio. Pre-programmed with steering wheel volume control, show you all the parts that it comes with, as well as a really helpful wiring diagram. So if you're not sure what wire should go where, you can look at these and match them up with your aftermarket radio. In most instances it'll be color for color, but there are some times when it's not the case. So this allows you to actually walk you through, see where everything connects, how this all comes in, and it talks about your dip switches, which we'll show you here in a moment. Now on this page here, essentially here, it does identify how to set those dip switches based on your steering wheel controls compatibility with the aftermarket radio chosen. And it shows you for dip switch 1, 2, and 3, and 4 which setting they have to be on for it to work with that radio. So for example, if we're doing a Pioneer, we look for Pioneer and all of this, and it looks like it's in the top row. So our configuration should be off, off, on for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's how you would read that there. Talks about off-brand radios, what you should do with those. Next, it also talks about for the secondary dip switches 5, 6, 7, and 8. It actually depends on the radio that you remove, the factory radio that was originally pulled. So depending on who made that factory radio, you'll have to set those dip switches based on that manufacturer. So before you pull out the radio and sell it or get rid of it, double check, look at the factory radio to see exactly which configuration is needed in order for you to set those dip switches appropriately. Now if you already happen to have an aftermarket radio in the car and you don't know, you can actually go through these different configurations until it works for you. Now down here it talks about in the event you have to modify the 3.5mm steering wheel control cable here, which is this guy here on the end, to work with your off-brand radio. If it's not necessarily located up above, it does tell you to cut the plug off and strip those ends, and you'll wire those to the selected key 1, key 2, and ground connections. Now there's a special note for specific models of Subaru from 2010 and 11 Forester, Legacy, and Outback. If you happen to have those vehicles, it does tell you to check the factory radio harness if it has a green and yellow wire across the brown wire on the Subaru harness. If that be the case, and if you have that wire, and if you have this year, make, and model vehicle, cut the brown wire and insulate it to prevent it from shorting, and set the dip switch 5 to 8 to on, off. So again, special note, only if you have those specific models. Finally here, this bottom portion does reiterate what we saw in the back of the box, and it does have a place here on the back for notes. If you want to see this harness in action, what we're going to be doing is installing this to a Subaru Outback. So check that video on out. We'll have a link in the description as well as a card up above which walks you through step by step on how this module will operate. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you like what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe and post great content on the channel all the time, and we'll see you in the next video.